Hello, welcome back to another market update. Today, I would like to talk about the long term outlook, the bigger picture. I would like to have a look with you guys what is going on with the market. Is the market reversing? Are we found the bottom of the market? Is the bear market over? We're going to go through in the next half an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes. Let's have a look what is going on in the market with my own eyes and let me share that with you. Now, what I'm going to say with you today, what we're going to share with you today is not new. Um, I can see now in the social media that others kind of are adapting and say the same thing. Um, I'm not trying to copy, that I don't copy others. I don't get biased by others. However, we did spoke about this way before, even more than a year ago, that we have Bitcoin repeating patterns, and we discovered that before, right? So I don't want to take a lot of your time, okay? So let me put a little bit of music in the background that we always used to, okay? Here we go. Just a little bit, very tiny music to kill the silence. Right. So I am on the remote location right now, so I don't have all the gear set up. But soon, we're going to have everything back. The good microphones, the good cameras, and stuff like that. But because it is important what is happening right now in the market, I wanted to make sure that even with non-perfect equipment, that I want to come up and speak to you. Right. Okay. So let's recap things that we did say in the past, more than a year ago. We see that we have a repeating pattern. So I take a couple cycles back. Okay. So here we go. We got a nice bull run. Okay, which followed by correction, a bear market. Okay, and then it consolidated for some time, trying to break out, did not manage, and then eventually later it did give a new good bull run. Okay, so that was a new bull run. It has double top and then comes down in a bear market, and it stopped exactly where the previous cycle top was. Okay, so I mark the bodies, and we can see that they are getting into the same zone. So technically, okay, what it is, we have Bitcoin on this chart rejecting this area, so it was a resistance, and on its way back, again it got rejected on the same level as support. Okay, it's not something that is crazy. Okay, I mean we understand support resistance, right? So a cycle later, after that bear market, it's breaking out, it's pushing, okay, and then we have a correction. And I had that target more than a year ago drawn on my chart. So people that follow me on my Discord in the community, they've seen this chart before. They've seen that I have a target. And when I announced that the market, is we have a maxed out top out and the previous cycle, let's say the previous bull run, and then we're going to head for a correction. Remember that I used to say that we need to be careful in 2025 in the summer. Okay, so I said, guys, we need to be careful, especially, I gave it 3 months in July, August, September. That was the time that I said that we need to be careful and start packing up, taking up profits, and getting out. Okay, so that was my basis. Kind of came out as I was expecting it. So a lot of people took my advice, friendly advice, not a financial advice, a friendly advice that I'm expecting the market to top out after June. All right, so anywhere between July and September, I'll see the market top out. So everyone should take the profit. Anyway, while I was starting to withdraw from the high top 120s, okay, I did say, guys, I'm expecting to see Bitcoin coming down on the previous cycle top. Okay, so this is not new for us, for the CIA, and the people that follow me, they know this. Let's go on the 6-month time frame, and that will make more sense to you because I spoke about that as well. The 6-month candles. Okay, we spoke a lot about how many candles we expect to have a bull run. Okay, so let's take an example here. So after the very bottom of the cycle, okay, so that was market high, this is a market low, this is the very bottom of the market low, the bear market, right, the end. So we have an engulfing candle. So after this pattern, I'll start counting the candles. I say, okay, this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, this is number 5, the top of the market, and then we start reversing. Okay, also I would like you to see how many candles we have after the top, how many candles we have on the way down. 2 on this occasion in 2017, and 2 we have in 2022, right? So that was the market bottom. This is the engulfing candle, and we start counting exactly next to it. So number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, and number 5 is the last one that topped the market. Okay, so again, another repeating pattern. And how many candles we see after the top? 1, 2. Now this one is not over. It's got another 4 months, okay, for the chart to print the third one. So the third one is going to be around January 2027, right? So in my belief, if we're going to see the same pattern repeating again as it did the last 3-4 cycles, I'm expecting to see like a start of the run in 2027. Okay, now apart from the 6-month candle pattern repeating pattern, let's go back to the monthly one. Okay, and let's have a look on the indicators. You know that I go first my primary tool is the price action, right? A clean, nice, lovely clean chart. Okay, but we do have indicators. So let me bring the indicators here on the monthly basis, and let's have a look. Okay, or shall I mark at the top of the market? Okay, so let me put some vertical lines on market top. Okay, and let's do some observations on the indicators, right? So this is the stochastic RSI. What do we see? Okay, when the stochastic RSI is on the overbought region, and then you have a cross down, falling down, that was the end of the market top. Okay, we have another warning sign over here. So basically this vertical line, it should be over here, and then we're going to go back to the price action, and you're going to see why. So our stochastic RSI maxed out over here and then start dropping. So that was another signal of the market low. And then let me bring this one here as well. This is another signal that we had the market, let's say, maxed out on the stochastic RSI and start the reversal. And then we have multiple pushes on the price action. We're going to see this because that this time around, the price action was keep on pushing upwards when the indicator was pushing downwards. And I did warn about this, that we're getting a bearish divergence, and anytime soon we're going to see a little bit more volatile drop. Okay, the drop is going to be more sudden. Okay, we're going to see that with the price action as well. So here we are. Okay, So this is the market high recovery or correction. This is the market high. You start pushing down. You try to push one more time up. Okay, it breaks the previous high. However, we got a divergence. Okay, a smaller divergence, bearish divergence, and then the market dropped down. This time, okay, we had a major sell-off in this region. Why is that? Well, we had an explanation about this. Remember, this is the market top, right? The market was pushing down and then it was keeping pushing up. It reversed. Okay, so a lot of people start buying here. Okay, they start buying because they didn't believe that the market is over. They saw that they're breaking the previous high. They broke the structure, so they thought that is going to go up. A lot of people entered expecting to go higher, right, around 70s. Okay, and unfortunately the market reversed, so we had a lot of people trapped here. Okay, they got trapped and they got stuck in spot. So what happened here, when the next cycle came over in this region, exact that region, the people that they got trapped from this time, okay, all the way back in 2021, in 2024 they decided to close the positions at break even. Okay, a lot of people, they were waiting so patiently, and once the price reached the same area, a lot of people closed the positions, trying to do some damage control. Okay, and then when they reset, the market reset a little bit, that parallel channel, it broke out and then it continued to push to the upside to the new highs. So this weird, a little bit, let's say this parallel channel, the downtrend channel, that is because a lot of people got trapped. That's my belief. Okay, this is what I believe. This is how I translate this weird pattern over here. Okay. Anyway, the market topped out here. I did say that I don't see the market closing above 120. A lot of people will remember this. It went all the way up to 124.25, but it dropped. Okay, so kind of. I was like on the spot about this one here as well. So what else we can see on the indicators? Okay, early warning sign. This is the market top. Obviously, it got influenced. The indicators got affected by the massive sellout, but at the same time, you can see here that a lot of whales that were trying to maintain that level. Even though there was a lot of people that they got trapped over here, right? They're trying to sell. You can see that you have a huge wicks below. They're trying to sustain that level. The previous market high acted as a support this time, and they're trying to push the price higher, and they succeeded. Okay, it was too early. It was premature around that time for the market to dump. Okay, so from this point onwards, the indicators start giving various divergence. Okay, and not one time. You can see here one, that's the cross down, the second cross down, and third cross down. Okay, 3 times on the stochastic RSI, and here we have the RSI, the simple RSI, which again, that was the max out. It did not give us a very red mountain, should I say, a peak, right? It gave us just a very light one. It did not manage to pass 76, 77. It never went into the 80s, right? Came down, pushed one more time, came down, pushed one more time, and you can see that we have again a bearish divergence. Okay, this is a high, a low high, a low high, and low high right now. Okay, and also on the ASO, another lovely indicator that I like to have, we have buyers losing momentum. Okay, they cannot push any further up. The blue is the buyers, the purple is the sellers. Okay, so that was maxed out. The buyers could not push any further the market up, and you can see that even if they try. Okay, low high, low high. Now we have the sellers getting a little bit small pause. Okay, but same here happened before, right? So they may pause a little bit and then there may be a continuation. So we're not jumping into conclusions yet. Okay. So this is the three indicators that I want to share with you. It's the stochastic RSI, and the ASO. Those three indicators are telling me that now we probably approach the bottom of the market. Look at that. Let's do the opposite, right? Here's the stochastic RSI oversold, okay, and trying to push to the upside. This is the beginning of the new cycle. Okay, this is what happened here as well. Okay, and this is what is happening now. We have all the indicators resetting and they're trying to push to the upside. Okay, now for the month, we got another 10 days. I would like to see on the monthly time frame how this is going to get by the end of the month. Okay, are we still going to have a cross up? Are we manage? Is it going to manage to break the range of 10? Okay, the green line, or are we going to see another correction and then we're going to see it a bit later, like a postponed area to see how long it stays? So that is a very quick return. Okay, so I'm a little bit skeptical. I said maybe we're going to get some rejection and then come back and have the same length. Okay, now speaking of length, let's do another lovely thing. Okay, how long did it take, or let's say how long did it took, to be more correct speaking? How long did it took? What was the duration of the bear market after the top? So I grab the ruler, and I would like to measure from the candle that we hit the very top to the candle that we hit the very bottom, and we can see that we have 13 candles. Precisely, this is the candle that is the lowest, is 12 candles on the monthly time frame. So that is a year. Okay, so if I take another cycle way further back in time, let's do exactly the same thing. This is the highest candle, this is the lowest candle, and again it's like, is that, let me move that. Okay, this is the highest candle, so let me remove that vertical line. This is the highest, this is the lowest, and again we call 12 bars, which means again 1 year. Okay, so the question here comes, the question, right, and say, okay, if that's going to repeat it again like all the other times, whereabouts is 12 bars? Okay, so currently we are not on the 12th bar, we are on, let's say, on the 10th bar. Okay, and the date on the range is telling me October. So October, more or less, is going to be the end of the bear market, and possibly we're going to record the lowest values of this bear cycle. Okay, so that is another thing that we're going to keep in mind. Now, also under my sleeves, okay, I have other indicators that I really do not promote these very largely, but people that follow me, they are aware of this indicator. Okay, so market top, market top, market bottom, market bottom. Okay, again, once again, this is the monthly time frame. I want to see by the end of this month. So let's say, technically speaking, I'll come back on this chart, on this indicator, on the September the 1st, and I would like to see where these lines, the red and the green, have landed. Okay, I want to see how did August close that indicator. That goes for all the monthly indicators, the stochastic RSI, the RSI, all of them. Okay, so here we are, market bottom, market top. Okay, especially when the lines, the red line gets out of the cloud. Okay, if I move, this is market bottom, this is market top. Especially when it goes out of the cloud, it means it's very volatile and you're gonna get soon a reversal. Okay, so when you see a reversal, especially outside of the cloud, it means it's running out of steam, volatility is dropping, the line is dropping. That was the market high. Now, are we getting a signal that we reached the end of the bear market? Honestly, we are approaching towards the end of it, okay? Time-wise, with a pattern, anything repeating, the indicators, everything. The other indicator, the second one, we have the same, let's say, foundings, okay? Market bottom, market top, okay, which is like from long, it's been there for some time, and then it came down and reset, and now it's pushing to the upside. Okay, it's a little bit volatility now. We see a little volatility. It goes a little bit inside, a little bit deeper into my channel. However, I still want to see the end of the month. Okay, so these two indicators, they go together. They give the signals together. Okay, including the stochastic RSIs, the RSIs, all of them. Okay, so I have a feeling that we are getting towards the end of the market. I don't believe yet. I may be wrong. Okay, but to be honest with you, I don't believe yet this is the end, and we're going to see a major reversal. Now, on the monthly time frame, we see that August is a little bit bullish towards July. Okay, so this is the opening of July, this is the end of July, the closing, and we can see that the new candle, the August candle, it's bullish towards July. However, is it bullish towards the bear market? Not yet, because when you have waves, right? So you have a drop, and then you have a rally, which is a correction, and then it comes down. The next time that is pushing to the upside, you need, okay, to take out the previous high. So this is my first, let's say, nearest, strongest bearish candle. This is the top of it, okay, as a wick. This is the body. So I want to say, when we're going to talk about reversals, when we're going to talk about the breakout structure, okay, I would like to say this candle, or any candle, September candle, August candle, I want to see close way above the first bearish candle. Okay, that is a bearish movement. This is a rally, a correction, the opposite way to the bull market. Okay. And then we see that it's coming down, and now it's trying to push up. For me to say that we are bullish, we need to break the structure. Okay, I like to see this close above the highest first bearish candle, if that makes sense. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I hope you see what I say. Okay, so I'm not gonna jump to conclusion, and that is like the bottom. Yes, it is an area of target, but exactly below it, there is a liquidity pool. Okay, and I have this here as a reminder that we have lots of liquidity. So when the price is coming to this region, you're going to get a reaction, a rally. Why? Because major order blocks happen all the way back in 2024. Okay, we spoke about these guys. I'm not going to say panic selling, closing old positions, but let's focus on that little lovely wave to the upside. So lots of orders have been executed in this region. So when the price came back, obviously all the remaining unexecuted orders will push the price up because they're going to get executed, right? But that is the primary wave. This is not a primary wave, okay? This is a secondary wave from this order block. So always it's going to be weak, okay? It's always less in strength from the primary by 50%. It's always half, okay? Or less than half. Usually it's not stronger than half of the previous push to the upside, okay? I spoke about that when I still was in sniper school. on the crypto school, cyber school, in the web room. Okay, my findings on the secondary wave to the push-up, it usually is 50%, okay, of strength of the previous primary move to the upside. Okay, so here we are, rally to the upside, comes down a little bit deeper this time, and then we get another reaction. Now, also, it's news driven. We know this, okay? There's a lot of conflicts going on around the world. This is, a lot of people in the US talk about crypto is going to be, supported. It is supported. It's been backed up. A lot of people love crypto. The government, the administration, they're going to make sure that crypto is going to, thrive. So all this is kind of good news, and it's making people feel confident, and they're pushing in, which is good. Okay. However, time-wise, it is not the right time, I believe. It's not mature yet. So look, I hope we're going to see in the next few days, weeks maybe, that we're going to come back and come in and grab liquidity. Okay. This is my expectation. I expect that the price is going to come down to take out liquidity. So we may see it come down around 48, 45. I don't think that we're going to go all the way down to 40s, right? Around 45, around this region here. Okay, so what kind of region are we talking about here? Between 38 and 48 average, okay? To go down to 40s, I don't believe it's going to go all the way down there. 45, perhaps, okay? It doesn't sound that strange, 45, okay? Around those regions. So I expect to come down a little bit with, creating few wicks as we did before, tap to tap in inside the liquidity, grab liquidity, and then start running to the upside, okay? And that maybe, it's going to happen around, October time, okay? Also, what I would like to see is I would like to see some consolidation before it's going to go all the way up. And we have an example over here as well, okay? Consolidation, a little bit dive to take some liquidity, and then trying to break out, okay? It breaks the range, consolidate above the range, and then we have another breakout, okay? A lot of people did not buy here. A lot of people entered around 30. A lot of people missed at 15, and they got in between 25 and 30 because they saw the pattern. We broke out, we came back, we found support above the range, and then when they see the breakout, okay, with the previous highs, that was the signal for them to get in, which is not bad. It's correct, right? You have a low, you come back, you create a high, you come down, you create a higher low, and it's like, what's going on here? Is it support? Are we moving? Are we running? And then they have the breaker structure for a new high. So a lot of people got in above 30, 35. Okay, and that is because people did not believe that was the bottom. Okay, maybe they didn't use indicators. Maybe they didn't see the patterns. A lot of people, they don't jump in. They just wait for others to say so that it's time to get in, right? Don't blame them. I don't blame them. No, I don't. So anyway, I would like to see some consolidation. You can see here as well that we have some consolidation, and then we broke out. Okay, so I would like to see something similar happening, to come down, to accumulate a little bit, to stabilize a little bit, to give a clear signal that the sellers are done. Okay, they're exhausted. They don't have any. I'm not going to say patience, but they don't have anything else to do. They cannot sell anything. They're done. They're finished. So I'm expecting to see something like that. Okay. And what else? I mean, roughly on the monthly time frame, we spoke about the monthly time frame. We spoke about the 6 month, the indicators, the repeating patterns. I still believe there is a gap, a CME gap as well. Okay, if you open the CME, you're going to see that we have a CME gap. So it's probably going after the CME gap. So maybe there is a possibility that it's going to go grab these button wicks. You see these wicks, the huge ones, the big ones. This is the button wick. It means that the rally was over. The buyers were quitting, getting out. So they abandoned the idea of the rally, and then the market, reset on its way down. So we have a high, a low, a low high, a low low, a low high, a low low. Are we going to see, a high high? I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. That is my belief. Also, another very lovely time frame that I always watch is my 12 hours. Okay. By the way, let me go back to the monthly one. Let me turn on, because we see this now without the G levels. Okay, the G fib. Remember the G fib, the gangster fib? Okay, still around. I don't go without it. Okay, still active. So let me turn my G levels. All right, that was my let's say the level that I said I don't see staying above 122. Okay, go back to my videos. You're gonna see it. It's there. I don't want to bring the clip up in the middle of the video, pretending to say to you, "Oh, I've told you so." I don't like that. Okay. But people that know me, I spoke about it, that I don't see on that market, push, the bull one, the previous bull market, I don't see price going above 122, and it never did. Okay, it never closed above 122, big abundant wicks. Okay, so here it is, my G levels, 55, it's my key level. Okay, and maximum 42, which is my red line. Okay, so I see price between 55 and 42. I don't think that we're going to go down to 40, 45 maybe, but something between 55 and 42. This is what I believe that we're going to see. We haven't touched 55 yet. Okay, we see a rally right now. It broke 68, 69. Are we going to see acceptance? We need to wait and see. Okay, if we're going to see some acceptance here and staying and then push to the upside, that's going to be something new for us and for me. So now that I've enabled the G levels, let's go down to the 12 hours, okay, or even the weekly. Okay, don't abandon the weekly. Weekly is a nice time frame, and you can see how the price action is respecting the G levels. Okay, remember, you only need to place the G levels once and you're done. You just keep on breaking the in-between zones if you like, but it's only you're going to place it once and forget about it. Okay, let's go down to 12 hours. Here we are. Okay, this is a range that I would like to pay attention. I want to see a range forming for some time, as we've seen in the past. Okay, I want to see another, this is a liquidity pool down here. I would like to see the price go down and grab the liquidity. We know that the markets don't like to leave liquidity for a very long time. There's a liquidity over here. So it broke the range. It broke the 65. Okay, it broke the 69 and is breaking 72. So are we going to see any acceptance? Let's see how far will it go. Okay, it's going to be another bull trap. We don't know. Okay, I'm expecting to come down again soon. Is it going to grab liquidity here? Is it going to grab liquidity from here? Is it going to grab liquidity from here? Are we going to get a major level? The solid lines is a major level. This is a major level 69. This is another major level on 82. Is it going to go all the way up there to grab liquidity and then drop down from 80 all the way down to 50s? Oh boy, I can't imagine, what people would go bananas. If Bitcoin goes all the way up to 80 and then goes down to 50, oh my God, I cannot imagine how people are going to feel. They're going to feel sick. Okay, is this going to be a trap? I don't know. Okay, but I would like to see that liquidity is going to be taken out. Okay, I believe this is like people reacting to the good news. the good talk, so to say, about crypto. Also, is towards the end of the summer. It's the end of August. There's a lot of fear going on with the rest of the market. If stock market is going to dump, people will seek a more safer asset. A lot of people will come into crypto. Crypto will spike, and that may give false signs to other people, people that they're not experienced, they probably jump in, thinking of, oh, the market's reversing, Bitcoin is going up, that must be good, that must be it, let's jump on the train, and then it's going to come down and liquidate them. I hope that doesn't happen. The people that they follow me and the people the CIA, the people from the crypto school and the web room and the sniper school, I hope you don't do that mistake, okay? I hope you don't do that mistake. This is my one area of focus area. Why? Because it was ranging. So I was waiting for that range. If I go down to 15 minutes, you can see two setups based on this range. So here we are. Okay, so this is my two setups over here. Okay, that was a session, let's say that was a pre-session range. I'll always mark a range before a session open. The two sessions that I like and watch and monitor, it's the London, the European session, and the American session. Okay, so here we are. This is the London area. With the Asia and London did nothing, and the US, since they opened, they cracked it, they pushed the price all the way up. And today, or yesterday, shall I say, by the time you see this video, we've seen that the European market, the Asian market, and Europe market towards, noon, they pushed the price all the way up. However, the US did nothing. Okay, and now I am towards the Asia time. It's 2 o'clock already in the morning. I do this video for you guys. 2 o'clock in the morning, I am awake. This is the Asia. I'm just curious if Asia is gonna grab the profits and bring the price down, or it's gonna happen in a few days. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Tomorrow, which is going to be, I'm going to monitor the European session. I will mark the range before the opening of the EU. So if Asia is raging, so probably tomorrow I'll go to the 3 hours, trying to mark the top. If this is going to be the top, if this is going to be the bottom, okay, on the 3 hours or the 90-minute, whatever. Here's the range. Okay, I'll mark the range on the higher time frame of the bodies. Okay, I don't mark the range. Let's pretend this is going to be the Asia high. This is the Asia low. And let's go back to 15 minutes, and that's my range. Okay, and I'm going to classify this as focus. So I've got my template. Here's my focus area. There it is. Okay, I classify this as a focus. And then if I see tomorrow on the EU a breakout to the upside, then I'll go long on the opening. Or if I see a breakout to the downside, which means that level is got rejected, it cannot sustain it, I'm going to lose that level, then I'm going to open a short position. This is what I use. This is what I usually do on a daily basis, okay, when I want to trade day in, day out. Okay, I just, I keep my trades between the European and the US session. When I'm done for the day, I close all the trades and then I go to bed. Okay, this is for the day trading. Okay, not for the long term, not for the big bags. Okay, the big bags, you see them monthly. Okay, 1 month, 2 months. And when you get all the indication, the proof that the market is moving to the upside, then I will initiate my heavy positioning. Now, some position has been taking place, but not fully. Okay, so why? Because this is a high, this is a low, equal low to this one. a lower high, it broke structure, it gave you a lower low, a low high, a low low, and now this is the question: what is going to happen here? So I'm going to leave this arrow here. So I'm waiting to see. Let me give it a little bit more distance. Right, so this is the area that I would like to pay attention and see, how that is going to play out. Okay, so the structure right now is still bearish. Okay, still in the downtrend. We haven't broke structure. Even if we break structure, we need to see support, right? It's not only breaking the structure and then we jump on the train. We need to see that it's going to sustain the levels. Okay, so let's take a scenario that Bitcoin is going to run and it has no intention going back down into the 50s. Okay, what you want to see? You want to see that it's going to break. Okay, the previous structure, at least the body, if not the wick, at least the body. Okay, and then make sure that it finds a support on a major G level. Okay, or find support on this G level on the 80s. Okay, oh my god, seriously, I don't want to see Bitcoin going into the 80s and then go down to the 50s and 30k drop all over. I don't want to even go there. But I don't want to keep this video any longer. So I share my views with you. I gave you the price action, the repeating pattern, the time frames, the candles, the duration for the upside, the direction to the downside. My turning point, my heavy turning point is around October time-wise. Okay, I believe the bull market, we're gonna have the pre-wave. Okay, we're gonna see somewhere around the beginning of 2027, and if the predictions that they say that 2027 the real estate chart is showing that they're gonna go for a massive drop. Okay, like they're gonna come down to reset. Then it makes sense that a lot of people would jump on the crypto to save themselves from the wreckage of the traditional market. Okay, so it makes sense that 2027 maybe Bitcoin, they're going to trust Bitcoin. Also, don't forget that the digital euro and the digital dollar, the official currency, digital currency, they're going to be, ready and trying to circulate it. So there's going to be a lot of, mess going on. So yeah, the 2027 is going to be the beginning. But until then, I would like to see some steam off, correction, accumulation, consolidation before we see a lovely wave to the upside. We're going to see like in waves. Okay, this is like the pre-bull wave to the upside, correction, second wave, correction, third wave, correction, four waves. We may get something similar. Okay, we may get like a primary move or pre-market moves, as they say, right? Come down a little bit, find some nice, lovely, solid foundation support, and then move to the upside with other 3-4 waves. Okay, so that's it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to be back. As I said, when I see major events, I want to make sure that everyone gets the message from me as well. I know a lot of people start talking about it. Let me go to another indicator, or let's say indicator. I have the index of the whales, okay, and I see a spike. Okay, so the big boys, the big whales are placing their positions, and therefore that's why we see a nice reaction around 60k. Okay, so the whales are going in, so be aware that the big boys are slowly they are entering, probably because they know these levels, they trust these levels, they start positioning themselves. They don't go really heavy because they don't want to spike the prices. But for sure, they start going in. Okay, so they don't go at once. They release the funds slowly, and this is what we should do as well. This is an entry point for us. Okay, maybe the price is going to come back. Who knows? I believe it will. That's my belief. Okay, I don't control the markets. I don't push the buttons. Let's see if the market's going to come down, grab liquidity, and then turn around. That's it for me, guys. This is the bigger picture, the long-term plan. I gave you all the my sides, my views. I hope that was beneficial to you. We're going to come back with more recent, more frequent, so to say, market updates. Until then, please take care, trade well, okay? Watch out your emotions. And also, please remember that every day is a good day, okay? So a very nice Greek warm Kalimera, which means a good day, good morning, okay? Kalimera to everyone. Have a good day, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.